All right, so starting this video at JR's Tackle Box. Picked up a dozen jumbo shiners. So you can use the shiners while they're alive. That'll work for pike. But for the type of fishing I'm gonna be doing today, I'm going to have to execute these shiners so that way we can spice them up a little bit. Because a bait that works a lot better than shiners for pike is smelt. But I can't really use smelt and say that this is a beginner's tutorial, because at least around here where I'm at, smelt is very hard to come by because you have to have a license to buy it or sell it. So it's really hard to find, and on top of that, it's pretty expensive, you know, if you try and order it online, like shipping and everything. Shiners is a much cheaper, much more widely available alternative where I'm at. But the reason smelt works so much better than shiners is because it stinks like really bad. So I'm gonna try and use a couple different strategies to you know, make these shiners stink a little bit more and attract more pike. Hopefully, we'll see when we get there. All right, so we're all set up for some pike. I'm going to kill the shiners and then take this knife and kind of score them like a steak. I'm not gonna show that, but just imagine it. And that will just get them nice and bloody. And pike like nice little bloody bait fish, so it should be good. All right, so I now got a bag of shiners that have been sliced, not too deep, just enough to break the skin and get some blood out. Shake this up, get some of that blood going around. Another thing I have here is some lunker oil, which is just like scent. What's it called? Smelt kind of smells like almost like like cucumbers kind of. So if you want, you could probably just use cucumber juice or something. I'm just gonna mix all three together, put it in there, shake them up, and let them soak for a minute. Now, as far as the rig goes, nothing too crazy. Circle hooks, bobbers, weights, weight slides, steel leader. You don't need the weight slides, you could just throw the weight on. But just hold on to the bobber for a second. Here's the rig setup: slide weight, steel leader, 2 circle hook. That's it. This is how I hooked mine up. Don't really matter how you do it, as long as it stays on. And this rig here was shown to me by my friend Kane, who learned it from his grandfather, who's been fishing like that his whole life. And I've seen plenty of proof that this catches pike. So we're gonna cast this out and see what happens. Once we got it casted out, we're going to stand the rod up, go about 3 eyes down, hook the bobber onto the line, and then sit the rod down and let the line hang down with the bobber just like that. Normally, if you got it pretty tight, this bobber, if something takes off with it, it's gonna come up, or if something's coming in towards you, it'll just drop down. Now we sit down and we wait. While we wait, I got something to try here. It's called Proper Wild Energy Shots. I got some for free, so I'm gonna give them a taste test. We got here strawberry kiwi. Mid. Yeah, just mid. That's all I gotta say. Another good thing to have when you're fishing is some peanut butter sandwiches in case you get hungry while you're sitting here waiting for a pike to bite. Because that's always the trick, the secret trick people don't know about. If you eat around a pike, it gets hungry and then it starts to eat. So it's gonna hear me all the way up here and smell me eating this peanut butter and jelly. And it's gonna be like, man, I wish I had a shiner covered in a whole bunch of random ass scent. And then it's gonna eat it. That's just how fishing works. If you know, you know. So it appears something was eating at it, but must have got away. So here is a little bit of a better look of what it would look like when set up correctly. Another little fun fact slash tidbit about pike is a lot of people think you gotta wait till it starts getting warm, or like early spring to fish for them. But pike actually start moving as soon as the ice starts separating, like at the end of winter. So if the body of water you're trying to fish on is frozen over and you want to know when the pike are going to start moving, as soon as that ice starts separating and breaking apart, that's when the pike start moving. Look at all the ducks coming in to scare my pike away. That ain't very nice, guys. So we didn't end up catching anything today, but I got the shiners sealed up and in the freezer. So we'll be back after it tomorrow. Some free craw. 3 of them. And I know y'all probably couldn't see it over there, but there was an otter or some shit. It was tearing a fish up. So that's a good sign that there's fish. Well, the spot that I really wanted just opened up, so follow me over there. So I realized what I was doing wrong yesterday, and basically when I had the slide weight on, it's coming down to here and it's holding my whole fish on the bottom, whereas shiners float and you want them in the current kind of like that a little bit. So I just put this 3-way on to a weight and then the shiner up here, so the weight will sit on the bottom like that and the shiner will sit up in the current, right in the strike zone. Well, I definitely just had a bite. Took my shiner in half. It pulled my rod down and everything. So I throw this back out to like the same spot and hope it comes back. Now that, my friend, is how you catch a pike. Let's go. This one, we're gonna let back. And he's gone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, even though I'm making a pike fishing tutorial as if I know something about pike, that's the first one I ever caught. And it's on some bait that I customized myself, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. Pretty happy after that. It got off. It took half my shiner, cast it right back out to the same spot, boom. Got him right away. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun, I can't lie. Hopefully we get more. Just had another bite. This one took the shiner clean off, but we're gonna get our vengeance on them. I told y'all we were getting them. You weren't getting away? Chill. Chill. Yeah, you took my shiner, didn't you, little guy? You ain't getting away from me. Stay there. This one's a little chunkier than the last one. Chill out, bro. Yeah, see ya. So look at this. I don't know how I landed that last one because my steel leader was open on the hook. I'm really surprised he didn't shake that. All right, y'all, so I'm sorry that the video kind of took like an abrupt ending there, but the reason why is because my dad showed up to fish with me, so I wasn't really worried about filming at that point. I was just kind of enjoying the day fishing. I ended up catching, I think, 4 pike. Yeah, 4 or something. I'll put the pictures in. Since I didn't get videos of every single one, but the first 2 that I caught that I got on video were the biggest, so that's all that really matters. Yeah, so my rig worked. My little starter kit rig, my starter kit bait worked. I was able to prove to y'all that it does catch pike after making some slight adjustments after the other day. So yeah, you see, I had to make y'all work for it. You had to watch a little bit into the video to get the actual rig on how to catch pike. So if you just came in and watched the first day, you didn't learn how to catch pike, that's on you. If you stayed till the end, learn how to catch pike. Boom, it's that simple. Oh yeah, I also had a little bit of a problem with pike getting away. Like I'd have it like reeled in halfway to me, and they'd shake it off. I had one got off right at my feet, and it was probably the biggest one of the day. I think the reason for that is because the one rod I was using was a medium action, and it just really didn't have enough backbone to set the hook. So I guess if you're going to be going pike fishing, use like a medium heavy or just a heavy. I think a heavy will probably be too much. Probably a medium heavy will be a good ground for pike, because on that rod I didn't lose a single one. But yeah, if y'all want more beginner fishing tutorials / outdoor camping, hunting, fishing, whatever bullshit that I decide to post, then hit subscribe and leave a comment if this helps you catch pike, or if you try it and you don't catch pike, just let me know. Boom.